Grand Rising YouTube. This is Stephanie, aka Idini Hastu Stapapa, aka Tentero, and I'm here to do the daily forecast. So just to kind of give the energy of today, or maybe some things that we may need to focus on. So let's begin by just kind of clearing the energy here with some sound therapy. Allow that sound to just go up your chakras, up your spine, up your kundalini. Allow it to activate that kundalini energy so that it may stimulate flow for the highest good, whatever that is for you. Divine forces of unconditional love of the highest macrocosm, I ask that you would come in today and bring us messages that will allow us to grow, expand, mature for our highest good. Only divine beings of love, light, peace, wealth, health, and prosperity are allowed in this space. Energies of lower vibration, you are not welcome here. I send you away with love and light. Divine forces of unconditional love, I ask that you will bring clear and accurate messages here for the collective, for humanity. What does humanity need to know for their highest good on today? How can we focus our energies for the best, for the highest benefit? So I did see the Five of Cups card, the Sadness Cup, and then the Knight of Swords. Seeming like he's coming in, rushing in with communication, with energy, with encouragement, really, at the end of the day, because, you know, I have the Star card, so, you know, wishing upon a star, maybe wish fulfillment coming true. Sun card, happiness. And then the Eight of Wands, this is more messages coming in, or it could be a download from Spirit, which is going to empower you to take the leap of faith to whatever it is. I don't know what you might need to take the leap of faith to, or towards, but yeah. Let's see. All right, let's get this energy out. I'll shuffle the deck 5 times, cut, and then lay out the cards. It's 2. It's 3. 4 and 5. Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Empress, and then Temperance. Moon card, King of Pentacles, Magician, then Ten of Cups, Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups, Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. So again, like I said in the pre-shuffle, we did have the card, Five of Cups card, showing sadness, crying over spilt milk, feeling rejected, feeling like a failure. But then, you know, there was the Knight of Swords rushing in with the information like, stop with this bullshit. Stop acting like you don't have the power to change your destiny or to change your emotions. Change how you feel. Like, it's a choice. Being happy, sad, angry, depressed. It's a choice at the end of the day. You know, we can either choose to do things to come out of that, or we can choose to sit and wallow in those, you know, emotions. Now, I do want to acknowledge that depression and, you know, things like that can truly be an illness, you know, a serious matter. But at the end of the day, everything that manifests in our life, we manifested it in some kind of way. And so that just means we need to do the deep soul searching. You know, with this Four Wands energy, even though that's kind of later in the reading, it's still here. We need to do some deep soul searching so that we can get to the bottom of why we are feeling, you know, just like we're over it. Like, I just don't want to just give up. I don't want to, you know, just feel like lose situation. Like, no matter what I do, I can't get right. That's Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords energy. You know what I'm saying? That's not spirit talking to you. That's not your higher self speaking to you. Your higher self is not going to tell you things like that. Not going to allow you to be in that type of energy. Postcard from Spirit. What is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others. The truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results. Let go of your fears. And allow the truth to empower you and others. That's, you know, depression. You know, people are usually depressed because they had certain expectations and it wasn't realized. Or, you know what I'm saying? But it's saying here, it said, let go of the results. They are depressed because depression comes with fear, you know, with a lot of ego. When things doesn't happen in our timing, then we get, oh, well, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Or we feel like we put so much burden on ourselves to be perfect, not realizing that that's not the reason we're here. We're human for reasons. Humans are imperfect, you know? So allow yourself that space to live in the truth and empower yourself. Like, you're not supposed to know all the answers. You're not supposed to get everything right the first time around, because there's lessons that are needed to be learned. I'm sure when things fail, everything happens for a reason. There's no coincidence. So if things didn't work out, rejection is protection, you know? Rejection is protection. Yeah, that's a good one for me, because we've all experienced rejection in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Hell, on a consistent basis, probably every day we experience some kind of rejection, but it's all about your perception of it, you know? And if you can perceive that rejection is protection, then you can also go into this Four of Swords energy in a way that is productive. and just look for the lesson as to why you needed this rejection, why this rejection had to happen. It says, let go of your fears and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. Just living in your truth gives you a firm foundation in which you can build on. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You'll be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power and co-create and manifest your best life. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with my thoughts. I'm living my best life. I mean, you got to control your thoughts too, you know. That's what depression is. A whole bunch of negative, and they're not even your thoughts though at the end of the day. These are thoughts from other people, from maybe family or friends or TV, you know. You got to reprogram that subconscious mind. You know, this could be, with the Ten of Swords, it's the overall energy. It could be, you know, subconscious mind. But right underneath that Ten of Swords, baby, we have this victory. And then, baby, the Ten of Swords come again, but with the message that everything is fine. You are able to be zen in chaos. Make the decision to be zen or calm in chaos. In the midst of the unknown. See those black mountains back there, unknown, you know, but the sky is clear because, you know, she's like, I can juggle this, I got this. You got this. Go within. Like I said, when, you know, you get this feeling of rejection, you know, we get this feeling of rejection or feeling closed off, like we don't want to share, go within and, you know, do the meditation that you need so that you can, again, just understand or just meditate on the rejection and find out how it protected you, you know, how it is protection. And maybe this is you setting up those healthy boundaries, which is having your ancestors celebrate like crazy because they see that you finna get on your motorcycle and you finna ride off into the sunset and live your best life because you've gotten clarity on what it is that you need to do. Ten of Pentacles, building a legacy, you know, and overcoming childhood traumas or overcoming generational curses, you know. Maybe merging merging the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within yourself so that you are in a state of wholeness, which is going to release you from a delay because, you know, this is in reverse. The Hanged One in reverse. That means you have to come to that enlightenment, you know, to oneness, you know. And now you're ready to move forward in willpower and determination past the mental conflict and take matters into your own hands. Maybe that's the download you received and the messages that you needed to receive so that you can bring order back into your life. Because you're destined to be a light bringer, you know, to bring light to the world. One's energy is about fire, bringing that fire and passion to the world, awakening humanity with the message of truth, sharing that message so that people can be clear and learn how to cut out unnecessary, you know, shit, thoughts and things that take up our time and put us in a place of depression, justice, and elevating because we're learning the lesson, ready to take that leap of faith and trust the love of the universe, love, and and maybe just even welcoming in new friendships. Your soul tribe can now come in, and support you. You're manifesting. You're elevating yourself to a point where you are activating the magnetism within yourself. With the high priestess here, you're using your intuition, and you're calling in your soul tribe, so you guys can get to work with your light. You get to work doing your light work, fighting off the drama and the injustices with your light work, establishing a firm foundation. Within a spiritual truth given to you by Spirit, directing you in triumph, power, and victory, to bring you to a place of the Nine of Pentacles, self-awareness, self-mastery, mastery over your emotions, so that when tower moments come, you can always see the light at the end of the tunnel, because rejection is protection. I don't want to keep going because we got an actual reading here to do. Got some cards out here to address. But so there's a burden here that you have on your back that is keeping you awake at night, but it's time to tap into the mind frame of abundance, not being sorry, let me try to decline that call. Should have put it on do not disturb, but anyway, this is a narrow view. She has she's in tunnel vision, just narrow. Like, she can't really see past all the burdens that she's carrying. She's just hard at work, just trying to hurry up and put the burden down, and all those things she's carrying is just keeping her up at night. Like, she just feeling like she has to work, but just a narrow view. Depression push you in a narrow point of view and make you feel like there's nothing, like you're in this alone and all that. But Spirit wants us to tap into the mind frame of the Empress, of abundance, of nurturing. We need to nurture ourselves when we're in this energy. And then the Temperance card here, just be patient. Spirit is in the background working up the perfect potion to free you from the illusions that you have about yourself. The illusions, to free you from the illusions, to free you from fears, free you from all this heavy energy. Spirit is working. So again, bring you to a place of an abundant mind frame, overcoming the sense of lack or poverty mentality. And, it's working to help you to transform into this King of Pentacles energy, taking authority in your life, and, being stable and grounded, maybe being led by a father figure in the, could be in, someone that's passed, could be coming in and helping to guide you, or just a male energy around you, or help you to tap into your divine masculine side, which is about action. Again, we both have the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us, and we don't need to be let either one of them rule too much. We need to have a balance. So maybe we're too much in the feeling energy, and now it's time for us to take action and to pull ourselves out of this illusion, and to again tap into that co-creative energy here with the Magician. knowing that we have everything we need to prosper, all the resources we need. And you know, the King of Pentacles is about resources as well. So overcoming the illusion and open our eyes to all the resources that surround us, that will allow us to co-create, to manifest our 10 of Cups, our wish fulfillment. And then when we tap into that energy, we come into a new understanding. You know, maybe this is when the download comes in. Who knows? But we have the Knight of Cups, which is about, you know, delivering a message of apology. And this is probably what we needed anyway, because we were in this 10 of Wands energy, this 9 of Swords energy. Overall, it's the 10 of Wands. But maybe that's because someone has, you know, hurt us. Maybe yesterday we experienced something, or maybe early this morning we experienced something that, you know, was hurtful. But, so maybe an apology is going to come in, or something is going to come in to help heal the hurt from earlier. Of course, when we do the work, you know, we have to do everything in our human power first to make things right. So we've already done the work, but Spirit is probably cooking up something. So to help, to confirm, or to help add an extra layer of healing to what we're going through. And that's going to put us in a place of, you know, of this is meditation, rest, and rejuvenation. You know, just meditating on things, really seeing the synchronicities of life, and just releasing that worry. And again, getting ready and being ready to get back on that horse again and to live our best life, you know. It says here, this is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? We're ready to get, we've gotten back on our horse. Taking our time, slow and steady, so that we can overcome this 4 of Cups energy. This energy of just being blocked off from the guidance of Spirit, from the love of Spirit, and just knowing that there's love all around us. Again, this is a narrow view of things, you know. We're taking action against that. And we're going to continue our journey to our 10 of Cups. You know, so this could be a cycle going on. You know, so there's this, you know, things happen in cycles. It was bad. We pulled ourselves out of the mire. We saw, you know, improvement and hope for the future. And then something else comes in, and then we have to we have to get back into it. We need to find that, you know, tap into that strategy again of pulling ourselves out of the muck and mire by truly seeing the truth of the situation. He says, let go of results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others. You know. So someone comes in with some information or offer of love, and we go into meditation and evaluate it. You know what I'm saying? Run it against our intuition. And then we get a plan that we need, the plan that we need to implement to overcome this energy, and to just get ready and prepare ourselves for our journey to our 10 of Cups, where we will gain that emotional balance, which will then provide us with a wonderful new opportunity of creativity, of enlightenment, of growth, expansion, of wisdom, of emotional intelligence, clarity of thought, just a new vibrant beginning, a new beginning in life, in passion, and within our desires. You know, maybe a new job coming in, or a new idea on how to manifest what it is that we want, whatever that is for you. All right, so let's get one more. One more card out. This is an oracle card. Just bring it a little bit more insight, perhaps more clarity. And this is the Isis Oracle. The messages here are usually long as hell, but very beneficial, and I'm going to read every bit of it. Alright, I think that's okay. I think that's good enough. It says, the dark mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. And of course, the energies did begin. This is how the reading began. Dark could be, that could be dark mysteries, you know. Well, maybe it's in the M's. Maybe I should go to the table of contents instead of just trying, if there is one. Maybe it's because it's the T of the V. You know, some of them don't count the T, the V's. They just, you know, put it in alphabetical order from the next word over. But this one included the V in the organization process of the table of contents. Anyway, it says, enter the chamber of the dark goddess. The dark goddess calls you to her inner chamber, where she holds a test and a gift for you. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that have been secretly holding you back. That depression I was talking about, right? And having in that co-creation energy, and us making the choice to come out of that is a test. This is only a test. Your willingness. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that have been secretly holding you back. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, and prosperity in all of its forms. It's the gift. Isn't that what we ended with? A gift from Spirit of exactly this. Opportunity, prosperity, freedom, peace. Yeah? When the dark goddess calls you, it is a life-changing experience. It is not always easy, but the rewards for those brave enough to answer her call and enter her inner chamber are tremendous indeed. The rewards are a life lived more fearlessly, the gift of loving and being just who you are in truth, without having to impress or bow to another out of fear of rejection. Rejection is protection, right? So if they reject you, then more power to you. Actually, it is more open and expansive. It is a more open and expansive way to live, and it attracts the bounty of the Dark Mother, her gifts of love, opportunity, peace, and prosperity, well-being, and wisdom. It takes a strong soul to go through this test and into the liberation it delivers. But you are ready, dear initiate of light. Didn't I say there's going to be a download? maybe a download once if you are bold enough to face your fears and go into this dark chamber and just face the bullshit and tap into your power. It says the dark goddess calls you to initiation when you have been working on your own shadow, bringing your whole self to light. And I say those two of cups is, divine masculine and feminine come together so you can be whole. That part, bringing your whole self to light. During such times, we need help. We often need help, as shadow work can be uncomfortable, painful, or just quite difficult. So it looks as though something weird probably is a day of doing shadow work. And I ordered some shadow cards today, for real. So I may do a reading later, and they're supposed to be here before 1 o'clock, babes. So I might just jump on here and do a shadow reading. But I did want to do. I was going to open up a whole different type of readings for people. I just started doing love readings, and I'm thinking about doing what are the shadow essences of each zodiac sign. Shadow work that needs to be done by each zodiac sign. So I guess I'll start that later on today, especially since we're in this energy right now. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Maybe uncomfortable, painful, or just quite difficult to undertake, as we are working with unconscious material, trying to bring it to the light of our conscious awareness, working with the shadow, the parts of us that we have deemed unlovable, or the parts that seem too marvelous to actually be us, requires courage. The dark goddess will call you when your own shadow needs healing and integration, when something within is holding you back, when instead, if acknowledged and brought to the light of awareness, it could actually help you move forward. Often the shadow element that needs integration when the dark goddess is present is power in some form or another. Let's do it again. Often the shadow element that needs integration when the dark goddess is present is power in some form or another. It's power. Power is trying to come in. The shadow element that needs integration is usually power to push you forward. But you have to face that shadow. You have to bring it to the light of awareness and to your consciousness. You can't be afraid of it. Sorry, kick the thing. Can't be afraid of it, because it can actually help you move forward. It may be personal power, spiritual power, or your relationship to power that needs to change for you to blossom and for life and its gifts to manifest more abundantly for you. Becoming more powerful does not necessarily mean gaining more force. More often, for advanced souls, it actually means surrendering our will into alignment with greater forces of divine will, allowing us to consciously participate in the flow of life, sensing the signs and nudges that lead us toward our greatest manifestation of soul in this lifetime. What did it say here? More advanced souls, it means surrendering to the alignment of the greater forces, spirit in the background working on things. Just fall into alignment. Release your attachment to the result. Release your attachment to the outcome and just flow. Often when we are reclaiming our power and defining for ourselves what it is to be powerful, we are confronted with fears of loss, of failure, abandonment, and rejection. It can be painful at times, but accepting and releasing the pain brings such deep relief and happiness to the self. It is good to confront these fears with a loving and firm approach and be open to taking risks and growing anyway. This is what Isis, the dark goddess, teaches us. Not to be afraid to go into the dark places and the difficult feelings within. They may seem ugly at first, yet if we allow ourselves to go there with some conscious awareness in place, we can realize that these parts of us just need love and acceptance. And those parts that we once reviled, and those parts that we once reviled often blossom and turn into our greatest assets and a more conscious, helpful version of themselves. Let's transform it. Let's transform those shadows into light. Let's transform them, okay? We need radical trust to do this inner work and take her initiation. The dark goddess will support and nurture you through her tests as she guides you to receive the gift of more of yourself, no longer shackled in fear and hidden away, but ready to be in the world with brightness and vigor. It says, entering the inner chamber of the dark goddess. It is best to do this ritual either at night or in a room where you can pull down the blinds and curtains and create a darkened physical space in which to rest. It doesn't have to be pitch black, but limited lighting will support your ritual process. You will need a small mirror and enough light to be able to just see your reflection. Sit or lay quietly in a position that is comfortable, where you can be relaxed but still alert. Falling asleep can be quite healing, but the intention at least is to be responsive in this ritual healing process in a conscious state. Sitting quietly, take your awareness into your heart and feel the warmth and love there. Say aloud, I open in unconditional love to my whole self and ask for healing, grace, and protection from those divine energies that love me unconditionally. Lightly hold the mirror and gaze at your reflection. Be comfortable and allow yourself to soften your gaze, but really seek to look within your own eyes from a place of love. You deserve this without question. Say to yourself in the mirror, I love you enough to meet the parts of you that have been hidden away in fear, shame, guilt, or anger. I am not afraid of you. I am sorry for any time I have pulled back from you in fear. I am here with you now, and I love you completely. I want you to feel whole and loved. You deserve to feel whole and loved. Will you let me love you in this way with the help of the goddess? Place the mirror down and close your eyes, going into your heart and listening for an answer. If you do not feel a yes within, then use the incantation listed below instead, and come back to the ritual again and again over the coming days and weeks until you receive a yes from within your own being, from within your heart. Be patient. Okay? This could be us doing the ritual. Meditate. This is meditation. This could be the message of healing that Spirit is bringing. That's okay. That's going to pull us out of this energy here and allow us to go in this dark, to face our fucking shadows. Just going on a journey at night. Become balanced. Let me continue reading. Keep doing it until you receive a yes from within your being. Be patient, trusting, and honest. When you are ready, the healing will happen far more quickly than if you were to try and make it happen before you are ready. If you do feel a yes from within, then continue the ritual. If you are continuing the ritual, then say aloud 3 times, I call forth the dark goddess in her form of unconditional love, compassion, healing, and support for my own spiritual growth. Now, I choose to enter your inner chamber of healing. Now, with your eyes closed, be aware of her presence in whatever way feels right for you, whether you just barely sense it or if it's very obvious to you. No matter how strongly you can recognize her presence, she will be with you in the most suitable way for you at that moment. Perceive that you are going within your heart into a dark and open space. That within that space there is a doorway that leads into the inner chamber of the dark goddess. Imagine, sense, or feel yourself stepping through the doorway and into the inner chamber. It is barely visible, but you can feel your way inside. Rest one hand on your heart, and the other hand pick up the mirror again, holding it up to gaze softly at yourself. Deep into your eyes again and say, I love you. Please show me the parts of me that need to be brought to light now. Soften your gaze. Let your free hand rest on your heart as you look deep into your own eyes. Just notice, without fear or judgment, whatever you may feel, think, or however you may respond to this loving attention. You may feel anger, shame, sadness, doubt, or deep grief. You may feel a flash of hatred or deep fear or anxiety. You may have many thoughts trying to distract you from really seeing yourself. All of these responses, any response is fine. Keep your hand on your heart. I'm thinking of saying on your heart. Hurry up, I ain't got that much time on my phone. Keep your hand on your heart. Stay calm and breathe. You don't have to understand. Just stay with your heart and be loving enough of yourself that you allow whatever surfaces to surface without believing it, disbelieving it, analyzing it, or resisting it. Let go of the results. Just like this card was saying. Let go of the results and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that would be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not the time to compromise or hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motive, especially with yourself. Mic drop. Just experience it and then be in your heart again. When you're ready, gaze deeply into your own eyes in the mirror and say, I love all parts of me. I let go of shame, guilt, rage, fear, or anger that will hold me back now. All of the energies of those lower chakras, the solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. Maybe do some work there. And meditation there. Clear out any blockages. I said, I love all parts of me. I let go of shame, guilt, rage, or fear, or anger that will hold me back now. I release trapped energy now that will help me move forward into wholeness. Say, I release the trapped energy now within those lower chakras, that will help me move forward into wholeness through the unconditional love of the dark goddess. When you are ready, put the mirror down and close your eyes again. Perceive, sense, or intend that you are moving further into the inner chamber of darkness now, descending deeper than you ever thought you'd go. It becomes so dark, you have no sense of if there is endless space or not much space at all. It's just pure darkness, but it feels neutral and peaceful. Then you see a light. This light is beautiful and filled with love. Capture it into your hands and place it in your heart. Feel the warmth filling your heart as your awareness now returns completely to your physical body. When you're ready, just open your eyes. The incantation of the dark goddess can be repeated several times, gaining speed as you get used to the words. Feel the energy in the words you speak aloud. You can add it to the end of the ritual above, or if it is not the right time for you to complete the ritual, you can just choose a shorter healing process. You can use it on its own at any time. It is most effective if you take one moment to be in your heart, perhaps even placing your hand on your heart and repeating the incantation. The incantation is, Sublime Isis, dark and sweet, through you, my hidden self, I meet. I honor this self and accept. No longer do I fear, shame, or reject. You gift me with my complete sublime. You gift me with my self-complete. Sublime, Isis, dark and sweet. So just say that over and over. And it says, gaining speed as you get used to the words. Oh, that was awesome. I do have another deck here to clarify things, but I don't think anything needs more clarifying than it has already been. Spirit mixed up the perfect potion within this oracle and the Isis oracle to bring us the manifestation that we and the knowledge that we need. So, till next time.